Hello and welcome back to this week's video. I didn't post a video last week like I said I would because I was ill last week and I just wasn't feeling up to it. So this week I'm back and normal service resumes hopefully. So barring anything major happening, we should be fine. So if you've not been here before, my name is Tracy Mayhew and I write fantasy fiction and romantic fiction based here in the UK. I'm a self-published author, and my videos here on this channel deal with my self-publishing journey, the books I read, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get on to the topic of this week's video. So this week I'm back with what I've been reading in March and what I want to read in April. My March reads were fantastic, I have to say. I read 2 non-fiction books and 1 fiction book. One of the non-fiction books was a surprise. I wasn't expecting to read it. But I will talk about that a bit later. Let's start with my most anticipated read for this year, actually. I got this for Christmas. If you've been on this channel before, you know how much I was waiting to read this book. I spent the rest of the first part of this year reading the previous books in the Eragon series so that I was ready for this. You don't need to have read the other books to fully enjoy this. This is it's essentially like a standalone. It feels like a standalone. You do get some references to the previous series, but it wouldn't spoil your reading if you've come into this with fresh eyes. I think you'll get on just fine with this. The good points about this book, as I say, it was an awesome book. But what I really loved about this book was getting into Murtag's mind. He was one of my favourite characters in the original Eragon series. So to actually spend the book like riding and flying alongside him was something I was really looking forward to, and it didn't disappoint. I will say that having just like a one-person perspective was a little bit of a change, because the rest of the series, although initially it was from Eragon's point of view, it expanded, and there were different points of view throughout that series that I really enjoyed, seeing different aspects of the world and different aspects of, how they were dealing with Galbatorix and things like that. You don't get that with this because it is just solely told from Murtag's perspective. That doesn't take away from the book at all, but it was just a bit of a different. This is what I mean about being more like a standalone book. So I don't think that would affect too many people's opinion of the book. The world building in Murtag was, again, it was excellent. It kind of expanded upon what we already knew about Alagasia from the Inheritance Cycle series. So we got to see a lot more of the world beyond what we saw in the first 4 books, which was a really good aspect of the book, and something I really enjoyed learning about. I also enjoyed seeing another dragon/rider relationship beyond Eragon and Saphira. And I really liked Thorn, Murtag's dragon. We didn't get to see a lot of him. I mean, obviously we saw him in the first series, but we didn't get any interaction with him. He was just a dragon, and we never really got into his mind or got to see any of his personality. But we do get to see that in Murtag, which is a big part of why I enjoyed the book so much, because I just really love. Who doesn't love a dragon in a book? If you like fantasy books, you'll love a dragon. Okay, so that was Murtag. The second book that I read was Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaal. I did start this, I don't know, might have been in January. I know I got it just after Christmas, so I could have started it in January. It did take me a little bit of time to kind of like start reading it, but that was because I was so determined to finish the Eragon series, and they're all such big books. So most of my reading time in January, February and March went to Eragon. But in January and February went to Eragon. In March I was able to get back to Feel Good Productivity, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to say too much about it because I do intend to bring you a full review and my top 5 takeaways from that book later this month, so look out for that. And the surprise book of March was The Bullet Journal Method. Now, I'll go into this more. Again, this is another book that really, really struck me. So I do want to make a video just dedicated to this book and the effect it's had on me and my productivity and me and my planning and things like that. So I won't say too much, but when I first saw this book and when I first heard of the bullet journal method, I was kind of put off because I've seen all the lovely artistic spreads that other people can do, and I was like, oh, I can't do that. There's no way on this earth that I can do that. But reading this book and following the bullet journal, the bullet journal on YouTube, has really opened my eyes to what bullet journaling really is. And again, this is something I will expand upon in another review. I don't know, in another video. I don't know when that video will be, but it will be coming shortly. So again, keep your eyes out for that one. Needless to say, excellent book. I would highly recommend this, and I would highly recommend Feel Good Productivity. Just to let you know that all the books I mentioned in this video, I will leave links to down below. They are Amazon affiliate links, but that is not going to affect you and the amount of money that you pay. It's just when you purchase the book, I get a little bit of money from Amazon, so it doesn't affect you at all. Just to be, transparent about that. Just before I continue and go on to my March reads, if you're liking this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me for more tips and advice about writing, more chats about books. It's all here. So if you do want to follow me, check out, hit the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit the notifications so you never miss a video. Okay, so, sorry, I got itchy eye. So going on to my April reads, I've got two, again, I don't know, this wasn't deliberate, but I've got two non-fiction books and one fiction book. So I'll start with one of the non-fiction books. So, oh, my Kindle's gone. Let's have a look. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. So my first book that I want to start with is Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. I can never say minimalism very well. I did a video a few weeks ago about me wanting to start decluttering my digital spaces on my phone, Google Drive, places like that. And I said in that video that I wanted to read that book, Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport, and I've finally got round to it now. So I have started the book and I am enjoying it so far. I do have some thoughts about what's being said in the book, so I will, when I have read that book, I will let you know what I think of it. But yeah, I am enjoying it so far, and if you are interested in decluttering or going minimalistic with your digital spaces, then I would definitely check that out so far. My next book is called Indistractable: How to Control Your Attention and Choose Your Life by Nir Eyal. I think I've said the name right. I apologise if I have mispronounced it. You can see where I'm going with my non-fiction books this month. So it's all very much about not being distracted and cleaning up my digital spaces, because I feel like that would enhance my productivity and my work, the time that I spend working and writing. So I haven't started this book. This literally came in from the library today. But it will be one of the books that I will read. I've bumped this right up to my TBR list because it's a library book and I want to try and get that back as soon as I can. So again, next month I will let you know what I think about that. Hopefully I would have finished it by then, but we'll see. My other book, my fiction book, is Sunshine and Sweet Peas in Nightingale Square by Heidi Swain. Now, this is a massive book because when I ordered it from the library, I didn't look at the book page and I ended up ordering large print, which is a bit different for me. I never order large print, but I've ordered it, it's come through, I'm going to read it. Basically, because the last few months from January onwards, I've been immersed in fantasy and Allegasia and the world of Aragon, I was getting withdrawal symptoms for romantic comedies and romance and things like that. So I've decided now's the time that I'm going to go back, spend some time in contemporary romance. So And I do love a Heidi Swain book. Let me know in the comments if you've ever read Heidi Swain, and if you do, let me know what you think of her, because she's one of my favourite authors, and I think more people should read her books, quite frankly, because they're awesome. So I have started this back quarter of the way through, maybe nearly halfway through, third of the way. And I'm really enjoying it. Again, next month I will bring you a review and let you know what I think. I also picked this book because basically I have the second, it's like a series of books. There's kind of like standalone series. And I have the second book, and I started to read it, and I didn't really know who the characters were. So I thought, I'll go back to the beginning, the first book in the series, and I'll read that, and then I'll go on to the second book. So that'll probably be my fiction book for next month in May. So yeah, there you go. There's my March wrap up and my April reading list. Let me know what you're reading in the comments, and we can chat about books and all of that good stuff. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, hit that notifications bell, just to make sure you never miss a video from me. And I will see you next week. Oh, and don't forget, all those links to the books that I've mentioned are in the description box down below. So that's it for this week. I will see you next week with a brand new video. See you later.